Have you ever deeply questioned your faith and beliefs? There's an incredible journey that awaits each of us, a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. It's about seeking God alone, not through the lenses of idolatry or polytheism, but with a pure heart and a clear mind. But beware, turning away without verifying what you believe could bring about unforeseen consequences. So are you ready to embark on this journey with me? Let us delve into the verses of the Quran to enlighten ourselves. Imagine a God who forgives all sins, a merciful and forgiving entity. This is the message delivered in the Quran, chapter 39, verse 53. It tells us, "O my servants who transgressed against themselves, do not despair of God's mercy, for God forgives all sins. He is the forgiver, the merciful." This verse serves as a beacon of hope for all of us, reminding us that no matter how much we've strayed or what wrongs we've done, it's never too late to seek forgiveness from God. His mercy is boundless, His forgiveness infinite. Regardless of the past, the door to His mercy remains wide open. Reflect on this verse. Consider its profound significance. It's not just about the forgiveness of sins, but about the boundless mercy of our Creator. It's a testament to His love and compassion for us. Remember, despair not of God's mercy, for He forgives all sins. Have you ever pondered on the possible consequences of ignoring God's verses? Let's delve into this. The Holy Quran in chapter 18, verse 57, provides us with a stark warning. It tells us, "And who is more wicked than one who is reminded of his Lord's verses, but he turned away from them and he forgot what his hands had done? We have made veils upon their hearts from understanding them and a deafness in their ears. And if you invite them to the guidance, they will never be guided." This verse highlights the perilous path of those who, when reminded of God's verses, choose to turn a blind eye. They become trapped in a state of spiritual deafness and blindness, unable to grasp the guidance offered. Their actions, once forgotten, can lead to a hardened heart, impervious to understanding and wisdom. So we must ask ourselves, are we listening, truly listening to God's verses? Are we reflecting and acting upon them, or are we turning away? Let us heed God's verses lest we fall into wickedness and ignorance. What happens to your heart when God alone is mentioned? As we ponder over Quran 39:45, it reveals a profound truth. When God alone is mentioned, those who disbelieve in the hereafter feel a sense of discomfort, a palpable aversion. Yet when others are mentioned beside Him, they rejoice. It's a stark contrast that pushes us to reflect on our own reactions and beliefs. So let's delve deeper into our hearts, our faith. So ask yourself, will God alone be enough for you? We've journeyed through profound verses of the Quran, but what have we learned? We started by understanding God's boundless mercy and forgiveness, as stated in chapter 39, verse 53. No matter how much we may have strayed or transgressed, it's never too late to seek His mercy. He is the forgiver, the merciful. We then explored the grave consequences of turning away from God's verses, as stated in chapter 18, verse 57. It's a stark reminder of the spiritual blindness and deafness that can befall us if we choose to ignore His words. Lastly, we delved into the joy of mentioning God alone, as expressed in chapter 39, verse 45. It's a powerful testament to the peace and contentment that comes when we put our faith in God alone, rejecting all forms of polytheism and idolatry. Reflect on these teachings, enrich your understanding, and let them guide you in your faith journey. Embrace a journey towards God, for it is never too late to seek His mercy and forgiveness.